Gotta be you, it's Chaos and we're dead. Playing some NBA 2K 18 here on the PS3. And this is our franchise season with the 76ers as we're 14-1. Took our first loss to the Lakers last night. So we're trying to get back on track. And get a dub. Don't forget to smash that like button, leave a comment, share the video, and subscribe. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's at Chaos on Twitter and Chaos718 on the gram. Shorty with that.
Il me faut une paire de pierres hardy. Quand j'écris cette on est mardi. Dans vos rediffs, je suis le meilleur, je sais même plus qui me l'a dit. Toutes mes bandes sont c'est des manifs, toutes les groupies c'est des malines. Occupe-toi de ta vie, j'écris, je m'occupe de ma ligne. J'ai le bras long, je raccroche sur ton petite main libre. Premier projet, j'étais mon seul média. Je tire de la ligne médiane, y'a que Dieu qui m'aidera. Il me faut de l'oseille. Le regard de mon père m'empêche de baisser les bras. C'est mon tournant qui m'attend au tournant. J'ai mené ma barque solo en défiant tous les torrents. On a la tête dure, on veut pas reconnaître nos torrents. Ils s'inventent une vie qu'ils ont téléchargée au torrent. Moi et mes gars dans une suite à Dubaï.
Do some dancing or poker.
J'ai fait ce qui paname vos histoires à 2 balles, quelle balle. Elle s'assoit à la table de ceux qui... Au final, personne m'aurait vu en première partie d'un tel ou un tel. On m'interpelle alors que je suis au fun tel en backstage.
Shorty go da.
Je donne la force à ceux qui passent des partiels en parallèle. Je regarde mon parcours et je me dis... J'arrive dans un 4-4 rempli de mon 4-4-2, dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4-4 rempli de mon 4-4-2, dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4-4 rempli de mon 4-4-2, dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4-4 rempli de mon 4-4-2, dire vos 4 vérités.
Is that your Jamari? Is that Joe Mammy or Joe Pappy? Which one? You know well. My volume's fine. Let's go. So
I'm Bernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. And now we'll send you out to Kevin Harlan and the crew in Philadelphia.
James Harden's out. I gotta fix the rotation. We got the size matchup that we want, but that 4, that we're keying in on that matchup. Draymond versus Dr. J.
And there's a shot earlier of the 76ers preparing for action. We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And as always, we'll be watching Allen Iverson.
And Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball, the microwave. There's no slow build-up with him. All he needs is one shot to go down, and he can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity.
Coming in off the road, the 76ers are back in Philadelphia for this game. They've probably been looking forward to this part of the schedule for a long time. A lot of upcoming home games are slated for them here.
And seeing where the 76ers are, what a start to the season it's been for them. I mean, it has taken them no time to find that rhythm. They have looked fantastic from day one.
And, Greg, we knew they had potential, but thought it would take a while. What's been surprising is how quickly they've made it happen.
Irving with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Wiggins. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Richmond with the bucket.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Richmond. West inside. Drops in the layup for two. West has got his first 2 points.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
The three from Iverson, and the shot is good.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here is Hardaway. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Boston. Richmond kicks to Hardaway. Pocket 6. From the low block. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
That was perfect defense.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Boston Celtics.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the start that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
And here's Wiggins after the three-pointer from Allen Iverson. Ejected by Harris. 3-on-3, and he's going up for the alley-oop. Hardaway with the steal. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. From the baseline, Richmond, a three-pointer, Wiggins, and that one's good. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotation, and they paid a big price for it.
Come on.
The Warriors leading. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
And that kind of loss sticks with you for a while because they probably felt they were the better team on that night. They just could not make the plays down the stretch.
Guys, you know, there are times when you would rather lose by double digits than to let a win get away from you when you thought you had. And that sometimes is harder to deal with.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And the Warriors making a change here. Bell's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Richmond kicks to Bell. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Different look here for the Warriors. Markieff Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Richardson comes in for Gorgie Dang. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Richmond. And Curry subbed in for Hardaway. Here's Curry. He had 10 points in the win against the Celtics in Boston. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his first foul. And Philadelphia making a change here. Dawkins checked in. Philadelphia on D. Trailing by 4. Richardson, good.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Sinks the three-pointer.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. I asked him about the hurdle of scoring efficiently against one of the best defenses this league has to offer. He told me it's all about effort, intelligence, and getting stops themselves. He said, we know there will be stretches where we hit a little dry spell, but we can't get rattled. We've got to stick to our guns and just stick with it. Guys, if they can get a win here, they'll even the season series at 1 game apiece.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. What approach to use against the opposing D, I guess, in the front of their minds, it sounds like, guys.
And I think it's going to take not just one approach, but several. I mean, they are so good at making adjustments defensively. They'll have to be ready to adjust on the fly as well.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, this is a team that will give you a lot of different looks at the defensive end, so adjusting and adapting, critically important.
Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Curry with it. Iverson picks him up. On the wing, Jason Richardson. Again, Golden State.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. That will be
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. The Warriors shooting their second and third free throws tonight. First one falls for him. Different look here for the Warriors. No good on the second free throw.
And even with one miss, he's still able to stretch that to a 2-possession game. That is huge for them right now.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. They double-team Curry. Iguodala. Here's Bell. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Richardson with a screen for Iguodala. Back to Richardson. No good from outside. Here's Korkmaz. No good on that last second attempt there. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 4. And we'll be back right after this.
Coming up next Tuesday, November 21st, the Chicago Bulls take on the Los Angeles Lakers. Be there.
A baddie.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Gortat is out there with Nick Young. And there's Livingston. Then it's Curry. And it's Livingston in at the shooting guard position. The 76ers trail by 3. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Ferguson. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Iguodala outside. On its way from Curry for 2. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And something else you notice about him offensively is what a dangerous catch-and-shoot player he is. He's got a quick trigger.
Back to Harris. And here's Iverson outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 9 points for Iverson.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been 3. The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Different look here for the Warriors. West is checked in for Gortat. JaVale McGee comes in for Nick Young. Richmond, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. Hardaway is subbed in for Curry. Inside, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Golden State down 5 spots from them.
And, well, for the Warriors, they haven't exploded out of the gates this season like we've come to expect, but the wins are still coming in bunches.
Yeah, and for them to still be so high in the standings while not playing their best certainly has to have the rest of the league a little concerned when they do start playing their best.
The Warriors making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. Richmond outside. Back to West. It's blocked.
Get the fuck out.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Shot clock at 6. Richmond for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Richmond's got 8.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's Iverson. 29 points for him last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And also, give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man. That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And stolen by Iverson. Deflects the pass. Tucker the pass to Harrell. Here's Iverson. Again, Philadelphia. Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Hardaway kicks to Richmond. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Moment to see how the schedule is looking for Philadelphia. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. Markieff Morris is checked in for West. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here is Richmond. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that game against the Celtics. Passes it to Hardaway. Richmond. Back to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Tony Allen.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
The first one falls. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Irving comes in for Allen Iverson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The 76ers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swing, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Richmond dishes to Hardaway. Richmond kicks to Hardaway. Left side Hardaway. The 11-footer, and he nails the jumper. Hardaway has got 6. Clark, you talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
.132 left in the first half of the game. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Looney passes to Richmond. And it's Golden State with another.
And there's something else on his resume that can't be overlooked. Just how many times he's taken over at the end of close games and carried his team to the win.
And there's the pass to Korkmaz. Leaps for it. But they recover it. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And the Warriors making a change here. The 76ers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And the free throw, no good. Warriors have gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Outside Hardaway. And Curry, here we go. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly. And another basket for Golden State. The 76ers trail by 3. Harrell setting the pick for Irving. Back to Harris from outside the arc. No luck. And Golden State will go the other way with it. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Curry gets the bucket.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now, here is Irving. He has 5. Pass to Ferguson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Warriors ahead, leading by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
So, I haven't seen Klay Thompson.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. The 76ers trail by 3. Irving is out there with John Lewis. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Ferguson in at the 2. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Golden State's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Richmond outside. And stolen by Iverson. And now the 76ers on the break. And Embiid throws it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dump.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
side, Hardaway. For three, Richmond. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists tonight. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Greg, he's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Clark.
he is.
Yeah.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Iverson kicks to Harris. A three-pointer, no good.
Come on, Toby.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Ferguson, the pass to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Iverson dishes to Irving. Here's Harris. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Warriors leading by 3. It's tipped. It's stolen by Harris. Goes up. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. Can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Timeout called the 76ers.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Dawkins checked in for Joel Embiid, and Tony Allen subbed in for Irving. Well, the players you see on this list know a little bit about putting points on the board. They're the shooting guards averaging the most points over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Allen Iverson, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And it's his explosiveness that jumps right out at you. I mean, he exploits gaps in the defense better than any player in the league. If there's an opening, he'll find it.
Yeah, and you need that kind of burst from the off-guard position. And boy, does he ever give it to him. I mean, he's a constant threat and a potent weapon.
Passes to Ferguson. That's good. Great play. Set up. By Iverson. Iverson's got 6 assists now in the game. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Warriors. It's deflected. Richardson kicks to Thompson. Green left side. He feeds it to Iguodala. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Iguodala's got his second bucket of the night.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Iverson passes to Ferguson. The dish to Iverson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Over the last 10, looking at the Warriors, here's how they compare to the rest of the league. 7th in steals, 8th in scoring, and they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
And let me add a few words about all their steals. I mean, they bring that toughness and aggression defensively. You don't get to be a top 10 team in that category by accident.
He passes to Ferguson. Harris buries the long-range jumper. Harris has got 6.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Back to Curry. Plenty of space. Again, Golden State.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And the pass to Ferguson. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. 1 points in the game.
their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Got a piece of it. .11 left in the third. Harris outside. Iverson guarded by Kerr. Iverson kicks to Harris. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the 76ers. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Heat sitting directly below them, just one spot down.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they've started the season with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They had a lot of people with doubt heading into the season. And I tell you what, they are out to prove those folks wrong.
And they're doing it, Greg. I know it's still early, but they've already shown they can compete with the best teams in the league. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
It's tipped. It's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And the Warriors with some changes. West is checked in for Young. Gorgie Dang comes in for Jason Richardson. And it's Richmond in for Sean Livingston. West passes to Wiggins. He kicks it to Richmond. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good. Richmond's got 5 points now this quarter.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And that one misses. Shot, high post, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. 76ers lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
Going to the fourth. What's up, Nico? How you doing, bro? Chilling.
The NBA season pushes on. The Golden State Warriors go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder next Wednesday, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific.
Like guys, we're in the scrum.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Richmond. West is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Gorgie Dang, and it's Hardaway in at the 1.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Warriors trail by 3. Richmond backs in. Back to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Richmond and the 76ers making a change here. So it's the Warriors now. Green, no luck.
just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot. Coming from the big man. I mean, that's not something we often see from him.
You know, it's never going to be Greg a 360 dunk when he goes up with it, but it will be 2 points. We do know that.
You know, you can sacrifice a little athleticism when you've got the size he does.
Warriors trail by 6. Doubled by Iverson. Irving and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. He'll have a jump ball. And here are the 76ers now. Out to Hardaway. Left side, West. West draws the double. Richmond for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Ferguson, the pass to Iverson. A three-pointer off the mark. Golden State's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Richmond with it. Iverson picks him up. Hardaway for 3. That's good.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And the basket by Harris.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half. But he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Warriors trail by 6. Richmond backs in. Here's West. And that one's good.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Embiid, no good.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And stolen by Harris. The drive by Iverson. The shot is off.
Are you kidding?
Richmond with the defensive effort. Hardaway with it. Iverson picks him up. Teardrop shot. Throws it up high. And Irving throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
Outside Hardaway. Now a timeout called by Golden State. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
It's stolen by Green. West a screen on Dawkins. A three-pointer, Wiggins. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Number 20. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Green with a screen for West. Wiggins with it. Rodney Stuckey covering. Curry, good.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. I mean, it's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have been.
Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game, you love to win, and you hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Richmond outside. Irving with the steal. Pass to Korkmaz. Harris.
And now the crowd really getting into it.
Listen to that.
What is the decibel count in this building?
Warriors trail by 3. And here is Curry. Green with a screen on Iverson. Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. And good on the basket. Book it.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Iverson kicks to Embiid. Richmond with the steal. Uncovered. Connects. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Korkmaz passes to Iverson. Connects from downtown.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
The Warriors have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. It's Curry with the drive. Back to Wiggins. Richmond, 5 on the clock. There's the bucket. Good.
And that's what you love to do as the road team, Kevin. Hit the big shot to take the crowd right out of it.
Well, they've done that for sure.
And did he ever? Sound level right now at 0.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And the Warriors making a change here. And Philadelphia has possession. Iverson outside. Irving, a screen on Hardaway. From deep, Iverson. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Time expires, and we're going to overtime.
This is our first
live from
overtime game
Philadelphia.
of the season.
You're watching 2K Sports. Extra time just about to get started here with the jump ball coming up. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game.
What the fuck was that?
Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Gorgie Dang is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's West. Then it's Richmond. And it's Hardaway in at the point guard position. Here's Ferguson. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. He's got 27.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
And the defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Hardaway against Iverson. West kicks to Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. And Hardaway gets it to go.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
And he gets the bucket.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Outside, Green. Here's West. The shot from the low post is good. And the Warriors lead by 2.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Iverson kicks to Harris. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Hardaway, Iverson covering. Hardaway kicks to Richmond. Green dishes to West. Misses off the right eye.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Harris. Another three for Philadelphia.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Hardaway kicks to Richmond. On the wing, Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. From 12 feet out. Harris, right side. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
There's no doubt about that, fellas. I mean, the more finishes like that he gets, the more his confidence will grow.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
And they go to the intentional foul. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're up by 4. There's 25 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 6. 24 seconds left in the first overtime. We're just over 2.5 minutes into overtime in this exciting game. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Right side Hardaway. Here's Ferguson. Oh, yeah!
And with that basket, you have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
So Philadelphia wins it. They escape with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in as we end with the Jordan player of the game.
He was lighting it up from 3.
A 15 anni andai giù al mare e andai fuori per una ragazza. Un suo ex mi guardò male come Rocky in piazza. Un passante ci riprese con la voce, non con la webcam. E solo io so quante ne ho prese, ma tutto questo era un calcio. Non era un gioco comunicare, prima che il Nokia fosse un super trend. Andavo in centro per chiamare da una cabina come Superman. Per me
Nice. Back to a 1-game win streak. injured. He's injured.
Boy, I start on the bottom, made my way to the top. Boy, I'm gonna keep winning. No, I cannot stop. Remember, I had a little, turned that to a lot. Always been 100. Put that on my block. Used to want that 4-door. Now I want that drop. Yeah, now I do what I want.
Hosting Jazz after we had beaten them earlier this month in Utah.